So the sump is lit, and you can see this thing has a remote control, and you can change it. You can change the colors even. Look at that. That's not overkill or anything, right? But it seems to work well. Now the part that's not traditional, that I thought I would sort of do this video to show, is that I'm using the accessory port from the new Apex. So a lot of people made a big fuss that there's all these weird unusable ports on this thing, but let's see if I can show it to you. It's kind of hard to see back here, but basically it's on the left side of the power supply. Not sure if that's easy to see, but it's plugged in there and it comes out right here. So this is the 24 volts from the Apex, and then I bought this thing on Amazon, which is 24 to 12 volt step down, and then this is the wiring that goes to the LED strip lights. So you can see this is just how they do it. They do it with these nuts. I don't entirely like this, so I'm probably going to solder and heat shrink this, and then maybe even put all this in some kind of box like I did with my little breakout box. But let's get this back there. See, I've also got my probes all done. So I've got, oh, this thing's kind of in the way. I've got 3 of each now. 3 optical, 3 floats. And so I'm about as redundant as you can be, I guess, huh? So these are obviously these are the floats going in on the little 1/8 inch jacks here. And these are, you know, like audio jacks basically. And then down on the bottom, as I showed in my older videos, those coming out the center there are the optical. And I still have one unused that's sitting down here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. One of the unused optical ones. So yeah, that's the current state of this. I guess this is another addition here, is the ALD, the leak detection. And I've got one probe there, and I've got another that's all the way in the back there. So yeah, that's the sump lighting. And let me just show you the actual strip. So what I did is I went around, all the way around, and it ends right about there. And so I might try to actually continue it along the front, because you can extend it. You can see there's just wires hanging here, which is wonderfully safe. But I'm thinking if I have any left over for the cube downstairs, so the 60 cube build. So this is the power supply you're supposed to use with it. This was $50. I bought 2 of them, but I'm going to return the one since clearly I don't need it. I was able to use that 24 volts from the Apex. So that's wonderful. So you can see here's the other one. Don't need that. And what else do I got around here? You can see this is the packaging for the Apex accessory cable. 24 volts to bare wire. So they almost expect you to do something interesting with this thing. But let's see. What do we got here? Here's the strip light. And so this is the light that I'm using. It wasn't cheap, to be honest. And then there's the let's see, what do we got here? This is the low profile wireless controller. So this is like the controller that goes with it. And yeah, so basically I got a whole complete second set of this for the cube tank downstairs. I mean, honestly, I would love to have an Apex or some kind of controller on that tank as well. So if I did have that, then I could save the $50 on this second power supply here. But you know, in the meantime, this is it's looking pretty good. I feel like it could be a little brighter, but you know, what can you do, right? This is just sort of how bright it is. That's kind of why I'm thinking of extending the strip a little bit. And yeah, so this thing even has like disco ball modes where it like changes colors, and you can see, look, off, on. Well, I guess it doesn't show that much difference because my my video has the flash acting as a light, but no, it definitely makes a difference. If the flash on the camera wasn't shining at it, it would not be that easy to see down there. So I don't know, good enough. I mean, it doesn't have to be bright, it just has to be functional. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use the, so you can see on my breakout box, I've got 3 of the, or I guess 4 of the 6 connected. Now the 4th one, it matches up with the 4th optical float, so that is kind of reserved. But that 5th one there, what I'd like to do with that 5th one is wire up some magnetic switches so that when you open and close the doors, the lights turn on and off. So one last thing here, wanted to show, is this is the 24 volt port on the new Apex. So if I turn this off, the lights are off, and if I turn it on, the lights should come back on. Oh, or I guess not. Well, I had to press the button on here. I'll have to do some testing on that. I think you can, there's a way to save the last mode or something. But, yeah, I'll figure that out. But, yeah, so far so good. The 24 volts drives the lights just fine, so, yeah. There's one way to use that extra port.